Hey, good morning, gang. Welcome from a pretty gloomy, overcast London, but the weather's not too bad. It's 8 degrees, real feel of 8 degrees, so definitely not too cold this morning. There's Becky, all suited and booted, ready for a little ride. Thought I'd take you to the Rykas Cafe. It was founded in 1920, and it's a biker haven, really. We'll go for a cup of coffee there, show you some of the bikes that pull in. I would imagine there's quite a few, seeing as the rain's held off. And then we'll go up Box Hill, which is an absolutely stunning, spectacular ride. Very popular with cyclists, but equally popular with motorcycle riders. So let's get riding. This is the first breakfast run I've had since my Royal Enfield Meteor 350, which didn't end so well. Came toe to toe with an Ocado driver. Not too cold this morning. My bike thermometer is definitely out. It often says it's like 15 degrees, where you can feel it's definitely not 15 degrees. But that's okay. It's good for the mental psychology of it. I think it's warmer than it is. So here we are. Rykas and Box Hill. Here we come. Oh dear, somebody's not been in too well. So as I was saying earlier, last ride was on the 350, toe to toe with a grocery delivery van. So this DPD guy is giving me a little bit of PTSD, anxiety, I must be honest. Right up there in front of us is the whole Box Hill elevation. It's only about 220 meters above sea level. But first, welcome to Rykas. Oh my goodness, there is not a soul here. That is very, very interesting. Wow. Now that is something I didn't expect. This place is normally absolutely chock-a-block. Normally this whole parking lot area here that I'm showing you over here is full of bikes. Under the marquee over here is also full of bikes. I guess I'm a bit early. It is early. It's only 9 o'clock now. But I did not expect that. I thought it would be a lot busier. But welcome to Rykas. This is I guess one of the most traditional bike spots in London. You've got the Ace Cafe. You've also got the bike shed. Bike shed is fantastic. The food is brilliant there as well. and you can drive your bike in and park inside, which is really, really cool. But this morning we are at Rykas, have a cup of coffee, and then we'll take you up Box Hill. I'll have to bring you back when it's hustling and bustling. I think I'm a bit too early for the majority of the bikers. But let me take you up Box Hill now. This is where the 2012 Summer Olympics road cycling trip happened. Brought a lot of fame and acclaim to Box Hill. So I'll show you the markings on the road, but the markings on the road were from the cycling. Loads of cyclists out in winter. It's quite impressive. I'm going to have to tell my brother-in-law and my nephew to get their winter kit out. No reason to not cycle during winter. As you can see, this guy's even in shorts. Holy moly, I don't know if I'd be that brave. This is such a pretty road. It's called the Zigzag, and you'll see why, because it backs on itself a couple of times as you go up. 224 meters total elevation, so not too high, but from a cycling point of view it is something to conquer, which is why they put it on the 2012 Summer Olympics calendar, because the gradient is quite steep in certain spots. But I just love nature. I love being out in the greenery, smelling the fresh air. My next excursion is going to be out to Windsor. I read a couple of things online that it's apparently quite difficult for bikes to park around Windsor. There's one or two parking spots, but we'll venture out. Go check out Windsor Castle, go to Old Windsor, take you out there maybe next weekend. Obviously you've got loads of bikes, loads of cars, loads of cyclists on this road, so they have got speed bumps to try and just curb the speed, because people do fly around here, which is really unnecessary. I'm just out on a nice Saturday morning coffee cruise. Tell me where your favourite rides are in and around London, because there's some beautiful rides up in the Midlands and further up north, but I want to find some nice rides around the London area. You can definitely feel, even though it's only 200 meters elevation, you can definitely feel how the temperature drops as you go up. There we go. These road paintings here were done for the Summer Olympics. Look at that view, man, look at that view. I think my phone camera's gone flat, unfortunately. Has it? I have no idea. No, looks like it's recording. Oh dear, Another car. Oh, that looks pretty serious, that one. I have no doubt to hit the speed bump, lost control. And proceeded to, yeah, that's terrible. Another man in shorts. And that is it. We're at the top of Box Hill. Little lookout coffee shop here. Make an incredible sausage roll. I feel like all I do is talk about food, but you've got to know these things. This parking lot in summer gets absolutely full to the brim, mainly because there's some great hiking trails around here. Lots of people come and walk up at the top. I must tell you, I wish there was scratch and smell on video, because all you can smell is a log fireplace. It is absolutely fantastic. A little bit foggy and misty this morning, but look at that view. Look at that view. That's Dorking down there, overlooking Dorking. You can see for miles on a clear summer's day. Still want to try my hand at green laning on the byways, but I don't know, there's a lot of apps, and I've watched a lot of YouTube videos on green laning, and there's a couple of apps that you can do that show you the byways and motorcycle legal green lanes, but it's not the easiest thing to find. It's really not the easiest thing to find. Like up there, I don't know if you could go up there, and I'm a little bit nervous to break the law. Now this over here, Smith & Weston, is a lovely bar, grill and diner, and during COVID, when everything was shut down and locked down, what they did, they were very, very clever. They opened up the side here that you could come and get a coffee, bacon bap or sausage bap, and at least get out, meet friends and family out in the open. I remember I had the GS310 BMW, and we came out for a ride up here one day just to get out a little bit during COVID. It was quite clever of them, quite a lot of ingenuity in being able to serve food in what otherwise was a very, very, very bleak time. Put the heater grips on for a bit because it is a little bit nippy now. I thought, let's keep the hands warm. The heater grips work incredibly well, but it's quite interesting when you're riding and it's cold. It does quite an interesting thing to your hand, because your hands and your palms are incredibly warm, but obviously the top of your hand still gets wind blasted. So it's not cramps, but almost feels a bit like cramps. Thank you very much. Almost feels a bit like cramps, because one side is cold, the other side's nice and toasty. You know what they say about averages, the law of averages, be careful of averages. So if you've got one hand in an ice bath and one hand on a boiling stove, on average you should be okay. It's a little bit how I felt yesterday, riding home from work with the heater grips on. On average they were okay. I've been watching reviews on the latest DJI camera, the Action 5. Osmo Action 5. What a camera! What a camera! Man, it's on my bucket list, that. Action 5 with the DJI mic set. Just clip the mic in your helmet, completely wireless. Then you've got the DJI Neo drone. It's probably around £1,000 worth of camera if you buy, well, yeah, probably about £1,000 worth of camera if you buy one of the Action 5s, the drone, the mic set. Seen a couple of good specials, but I would love two of them, one for the front handlebars, one for the helmet. So continue to like, share and subscribe. Who knows, maybe I can get some sponsorship. But that for me would be an absolute dream. That DJI Action 5 with the microphone and the drone. Man, that would increase the quality of my vlogs second to none. Busy Saturday morning now, people starting to come out for their shopping and their breakfasts and, you know, normal Saturday morning chores. I didn't want to face Saturday morning chores this morning. I decided I needed a ride rather, and I'm so glad I did. Thank you for being with me. Thanks for coming along. This is the Epsom Downs racetrack, if I'm not mistaken. I've done a cycle around here. There we go. If you're a horse racing fan, Epsom Downs. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me on my breakfast run to Box Hill and Rykas Cafe. It was fun as always. If you'd like to come along to Windsor, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Have a lovely weekend. We'll see you on the next one. Ciao, ciao.